All of the parts are laid out here for the first table of the nest of tables. So there, if I do the whole nest, there'll be 4 of these tables, and this is just the first one. It's not ready to glue up yet, but I want to do a dry fit of the parts. See, there's still a lot of fluting that I need to do on a couple of these columns, and there's some other inlay work that I need to finish up on all of these pieces. The top is, I've already connected these top rails with some wood screws. There's some slotted shank holes here to allow for expansion, contraction. And so this will be the top, and there'll be a pattern of inlay work and other things on the top here. So I'll start with placing the columns, and I've got to figure out how these go here. I think this is the leg, that the column that goes in this foot. Now I'm just going to put a temporary peg in here, hold it together, and then let's see, I've got a rear leg here that I think, so there's some more inlay work you can see that needs to be done on this column. Alright, so I'll set that aside and go ahead and work these parts. There's the front column. There is some classic architecture here in this design. This is an 18th century, late 18th century design by a famous architect, the Adam brothers. So they used classical architecture in their furniture and interior design, and so this would be typical of their work. All right, so now I can maybe get the top going here. And let me get a couple pins. I'll probably be using ebony for these tenon pins. Right now I just got some temporary ash pins here. They're 3/16 diameter. Now, I think I've got this bowed stretcher here that has to fit into the mortises in the back columns. The mortise is angled, and I did not bend this. This is mahogany, so I tried to steam bend, but it's pretty tight turn here, and that didn't work. So I did a bricking pattern here to cut this out. Also, if it were steam bent, there would be a spring back. I don't want any spring back involved here, so this bricking gives me a way of doing this. It's there, that's gone in there. Okay, so this bowed stretcher allows the other tables to fit in here without much protrusion in the front. So the next table fits in this rebate up here, and it will use the same size of feet, same pattern of feet, but it'll have a shorter, sharper bend on the back stretcher, and you can see the difference in size in the tabletop. So I think that's going to work. I've got to get these flutes embedded, these holly flutes embedded into the rear columns, and I've got some inlay work to do on the feet as well, and then there's some inlay work also on the top.